Hello everyone, Super Mr. O'Neill. This is my pull list for uh, July 25th or 20. Well, I'm filming it 26th, but whatever. And yes, I didn't do one last week because I was busy doing shit, and no, I'm not gonna be showing off last week's pull or haul or whatever because I didn't get that much anyway. And this week I didn't get that much anyway. Um, so first off, for Watchmen comedian number 2 was alright. The first issue wasn't that good. I'm not a fan of J.G. Jones's artwork, but I gotta admit, he picked up the pieces in this one. Like, I want to like this book. I really do. I really want to like this comedian book. Cause think about it, Brian Azzarello writing the comedian. That's supposed to be fucking awesome. Think about it. It's not that good though. But I'm gonna keep up with it. I'm gonna read all the Before Watchmen books just for the hell of it. This one I bought kind of on a whim. Swamp Thing number 11. Now with Rot World starting soon, I figured I might as well catch up on it. The only issue of the new 52 Swamp Thing that I read, hell, the only issue of Swamp Thing I ever read was the first issue for the reboot or relaunch or whatever. And I should probably go back and find all the back issues. I just read it and it was cool. You know, I probably would have got it a lot more if I was that big of a Swamp Thing fan. But I've been reading Animal Man a lot. I think it's DC's best title, probably next to Batman. So yeah. And this is a weird one. Batman: The Dark Knight, number 11. Now, when number 10 came out last month, I bought it because people were saying how good it was, and I was like, really? The the Dark Knight title? The crappy Batman title? Well, I gotta admit, it was good. It got me intrigued. They're dealing with the Scarecrow, and it's pretty damn creepy. Like, they make Scarecrow look fucking scary in this. Um, so I gotta admit, it's a lot better, probably because of the fact that it has a new writer, Greg Hurwitz, and David Finch, who was previously writing and drawing, is now just drawing it. So, yeah, it was good. I'm gonna keep up with it. So now is a little bit of a rant type thing. Um, I went to my local comic shop yesterday, and I pulled two other things for yesterday. I pulled because every month now I bring in the diamond previews and all that stuff, and I pull books and all that stuff, and I have a lot of them just saved for me and all that stuff because I go every week now, right? And I pulled the National Comics Eternity, which is the one shot about Kid Eternity written by Jeff Lemire with artwork by Cully Hammer, I think it is. And I also pulled Jeff Lemire's new book, The Underwater Welder, because I'm a gigantic Jeff Lemire fan. They weren't in. For some reason or another, those books did not come in. So I was pretty pissed off about that. But at the same time, I'm not going to be flipping on the retailer there because, I mean, it's the only comic store in the area, right? So I can't really do anything. Diamond really fucks him over, apparently. He says how, like, they're really unreliable and they're really not good for getting things in. Like, apparently one of the first time he got in the previews in the order forms and stuff, he ordered in a shirt for some guy. They still haven't seen it, and this is like months ago. Oh, one other thing. Um, he also told me he got Batman Incorporated #3 in, which is another book that I'm pulling and I'm reading religiously. And of course, if you've been living under a rock, you wouldn't know that DC pulled the solicitation of Batman Incorporated #3 by Grant Morrison and Chris Burnham. Uh, they pushed it back about a month due to the fact of the terrible tragedy that happened in Aurora, Colorado. For those of you who don't know, which by this point I'm pretty sure all of us know, um, a man walked into a midnight premiere of The Dark Knight Rises in a movie theater in Aurora, Colorado. Almost said California. Um, and proceeded to throw in a smoke bomb and shoot people with a 12 gauge shotgun and an automatic rifle. And I don't want to say too much about that incident. I think everything that needed to be said was said. I don't want to put in my 2 cents because I wasn't there. I wasn't affected by it. I had no family there. I had no friends there. And all this is, thankfully, I have no ties to this unfortunate tragic event. Um, I'll say that this person wanted to instill fear into people. He said he was the fucking Joker, for Christ's sake. Like, he went in with a gas mask and body armor on and said he was a Joker while he was mowing down people with bullets. And he wanted to instill fear in the hearts of people, whether they were shot and injured or whether they were just alive and just watching it, or whether you're at home hearing about it on the news. I personally believe that having them push back Batman Incorporated #3 is kind of giving in to the fear tactics. It's kind of showing that he's win. Now, it was a personal, from what I believe, because I follow Chris Burnham on Twitter, it was a personal decision from the creators, which I can respect. It's their prerogative. It's their book. They can do what they will with it. And I saw the panels that were considered questionable or tasteless or whatever. And I gotta admit, it kind of would be in bad taste. Some people would probably say, this isn't right or something like that, reading it. I don't know what exactly they're going to do. I don't know if they're going to go back and edit some things out or whatever. I honestly can't see them doing that. But from what I've seen, like it, and I don't want to give anything away. If you want to look that up yourself, that's fine. But it's really unfortunate that a good book should be pushed back a month because of such a terrible tragedy. And it's funny. You look at all this. It would all be. I honestly think the tragedy wouldn't be as known. It would be known, but it wouldn't have as much ramifications if it wasn't at a Dark Knight Rises premiere. He definitely had to plan it out somehow. He definitely had to look into it and be like, okay, giant premiere, there's going to be a lot of people there. And maybe the fact that he has a very sick sense of humor, the fact that he went in and killed people at a superhero movie, a movie about someone saving people. The whatever, there's going to be ironies, and there's going to be things that you're going to see after such a shocking event like that are just going to give the correlation, right? And it's sad, but I saw it the day after that happened. I saw it on the 20th with two friends of mine. I went and I saw the movie, and I just thought it was fucking brilliant, and I honestly thought it was better than The Dark Knight. And I sat there and I didn't think any. you know, because the whole day, like, I felt terrible after hearing that because I said, these are just fans. These are people who wanted to see a movie. These are Batman fans. These are movie fans. These are just people who wanted to be entertained, like me. And they just went to a movie and they got killed for no good reason whatsoever. And I said to myself, like, this could be anyone. This could be anywhere. This could be at any time. Just think about it. It scared me. I'm not gonna lie. Like, but when I was sitting there watching the movie, I was just tuned out from all that bullshit, and then I just watched a good fucking movie. So anyway, that's everything for this week. I don't have much, as you can tell. Uh, Comment, talk about what you bought, talk about what you feel. I don't give a shit. Just go nuts.